fuzzy
Are we
hair.
rolling already?
Tar baby.
Saying goodbye to American icons Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. Will Trump take down Obama and the crooked Democrats? And Democrats are unhappy with the latest Second Amendment win. This is The Loaded Mic, and I'm Dan Wass. Democrat Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut is not happy with the fact that President Trump's big, beautiful bill eliminated the $200 NFA tax on suppressors and short barrel firearms. So although this registration of these devices is still required, Congress realized that the tax was unconstitutional and created a chilling effect. Now, a chilling effect is when a tax or a fee is implemented to deter the use or possession of something. In this case, the 1934 NFA tax on SBRs, SBSs, and suppressors was in fact created for the purpose of preventing the exercise of the Second Amendment. Now, it's been well established on video that this was in fact the intentions of the law. Well, since the fees have been removed, the battle has only increased in intensity. Now, GOA has filed a big, beautiful lawsuit demanding that the items in question be completely removed from the NFA because of the registration requirement, that it's still required. Now, a government registry of firearm owners is unconstitutional and illegal, not to mention has only led to confiscation when implemented in other countries. Now, because Democrat Senator Chris Murphy was unhappy with the removal of the $200 tax, he's decided to introduce an amendment to the bill H.R. 3944 that would not only re-implement a tax on NFA items, but significantly increase it. He's decided that $200 is not nearly enough and wants the new fee to be, ready for this, $4,709. So we're going to talk about this and many other things with He's So Smart, Your IQ Will Increase Just by Saying His Name, John Chiara. And he's not mad, he's just pleasantly angry, Anthony Diso.
Yeah, I'm back.
He's back. He's back.
I was suspended.
All right, Anthony's back in the house, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. So, where the hell were you? What the?
Tar baby.
Tar baby.
Tar baby. All right, so topic of, we got so much stuff to get to here today, but the topic of discussion right now, and I want to get you guys' opinion on it, $200 tax removed in Trump's big, beautiful bill, but Democrat Senator Chris Murphy decides, we want to put it back, but we'll raise it to $4,700. Could you imagine $4,709 to register a suppressor?
Where did he come up with that number?
I don't even know where he came up
How
with
much
it.
does a suppressor cost?
Certainly not
$400?
Yeah, certainly not $4,700. Oh God,
These
He's
Democrats
a
are
fool.
morons.
so
They're just morons. They're so angry over their life must really suck.
I think
Imagine going home and just being that pathetic scumbaggetry of a douchebaggetry man.
what was the other word? Funk. What was it?
Funky.
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 We'll explain later.
We every once in a while we implement new words on the show, words that people have never heard before. We're trying to actually create our own Loaded Mic language. I think one day
Whole lexicon we
Yeah.
got going on here.
Exactly. John came up with funky.
Funky.
Funky. Can you define funky?
It's describing a sound of a kick drum on a drum set that's mic'd up, that's got too much upper mid-range funk in it.
Okay, so it's the
Call. Too much of that stuff going on.
gotcha.
It's
And-
inappropriate.
And Anthony coined the term scumbaggetry. Could you define scumbaggetry?
Democrats.
Okay.
Or in my case, the scumbaggetry could lead to the thonky kick drum.
God. All right, we're getting off to a
Just blame game. It's all blame
Bumpy
game stuff.
start.
Just blame somebody for everything.
a rough start
Sounds
here.
like Democrats.
So there we go. See, all tied together. Go ahead, Dan.
I don't know. I don't even know where to go at this point. But okay, so
Are you buying a suppressor this week?
He's buying 25.
You know what the thing?
It's going to cost him about $90,000.
At least that's enough to get a loan on.
You guys take Venmo?
Well, there is some good news. Let me give you the good news on this. Gun Owners of America, GOA, posted that earlier today, Senator Chris Murphy introduced amendment to H.R. 3944 to raise the NFA tax as high as $4,709. The amendment this is GOA saying this, the amendment clearly violates Senate Standing Rule 16. GOA is working with several Senate allies who have already promised to fight back. So they're not going to let it happen. I can't imagine it happen. I can't imagine it happen. But let me read you some text from the actual amendment that Chris Murphy is proposing. Transfer tax of Section 5811 of the Internal Revenue Code, amended by Section, I can't read that number, public law, is amended to read as follows. There shall be levied, collected, and paid on firearms transferred a tax at the rate of $4,709 for each firearm transferred. Can't even believe it.
Who pays the tax, the buyer or the seller?
Good question. It'll always end up at the consumer, because if the retailer has to endure such a cost, you're just going to pass it on to the consumer anyway. But the Internal Revenue Code, amended by section blah, blah, blah. Okay, in paragraph, striking $200 and inserting $4,709. In paragraph 2, by striking $0 and inserting $55. So it looks to me like what this is saying is that the tax on the suppressors and short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns was $0 now, and now that's going up to $55. And it sounds to me like other items within the NFA are going up to $47.09. So just unbelievable. So if you wanted to buy a full automatic rifle, it sounds to me like that would be the tax if he got his way. The amendments made by this section shall apply to calendar quarters beginning more than 90 days after the date of enactment. Okay. So I talked about this before. I don't know if we talked about this on the show, the chilling effect. The chilling effect is taxing a right, taxing something that we can do to deter the use of that thing. And the chilling effect has always been debunked in court. Judges have always said, no, you can't tax a right. They were trying to tax early on newspapers and media companies, but they couldn't because of the First Amendment. So now, but since 1934, they've been able to tax the Second Amendment. So go ahead. You got any comments, John? It looks like you want to say something.
I was thinking about something else, but...
Well, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right.
I was distracted.
John's thronging.
I was so enthralled with your lilting voice talking about this.
Lilting?
Yeah, lilting.
There's another word. I don't know.
It's better than having a thonky voice.
I guess. Yeah. Well, that's it. What
are the chances of this happening? I mean, I don't see how this is possibly going to happen. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't make any sense, because if we're able to get rid of the initial $200 tax on those items, there was a reason for that.
Right.
Because it was unconstitutional. So how in the world does he think that he's actually going to be able to implement a $4,709 tax? I guess the question really is, why would they propose something like this? Is it in the hopes of maybe it'll slide through and nobody notices and it gets signed off?
I don't think so.
Just to be clowns. I mean, they're the biggest babies in a political party. Like, they're so angry Trump is their president. I mean, they're worse than last time.
Oh, I know.
It's like I don't know. I mean, they're really pathetic.
He is Hitler.
Are they? I wonder if this proposal for this tax is to get support from his base. If he's next time he's up for re-election, oh well, remember that I proposed a $4,700 tax on NFA items.
Yeah, because his supporters know what an NFA item is.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. But they'll use different language. I wanted to tax guns. Yeah, tax guns. They understand that.
Yep,
That's
they understand
simple.
that.
That's simple enough for their little brains, and that would probably encourage them. I think. Oh well, we like this guy. He wants to tax guns. What a bunch of freaking clowns. God.
He's a gun taxer.
All right, so we got to talk about a couple of things here. They're not really the most happy of topics. We lost last week. We lost a couple pretty important people. Hulk Hogan. I want to talk about Hulk Hogan, and we'll get to Ozzy Osbourne. But Hulk Hogan died 71 years old of a heart attack. And, I was watching some news broadcasts, and people were talking is that these guys put their bodies through a lot of hell. So, I don't know. So, I don't know if it was, did they take steroids back then?
Oh, probably
Oh,
back
I
in the
bet.
day. All those guys.
That's
Great
what,
deal.
look what happened to Lou Ferrigno. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
Steroids killed him.
And what's it called? Who's the guy that died of a brain tumor there? What's his
Lou
name?
Ferrigno's dead?
Yeah. The Hulk?
Yeah.
I think he did
When
die.
did he die?
A long time ago, didn't
I
he?
just heard him I just heard him.
Sure. Maybe I'm thinking about someone else.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about someone else.
I thought Lou Ferrigno passed away.
I don't think so. Let's check.
No, he's alive. He was just on Fox News.
There's another bodybuilder who passed away from steroids. What the hell's his
Yeah,
name?
well, the other guy, the football player there. What the heck's
Lyle Alzado.
Lyle Alzado.
That's who I'm talking
That was
about.
a long time ago. But yeah, he was definitely admitted that it was probably from
Yeah,
steroids.
Lyle Alzado.
Yeah. No, because Lou Ferrigno and Hulk Hogan were actually friends. They knew each other. But yeah, who's that guy you're talking about?
Lyle Alzado. He was a football player.
Oh.
But he admitted that the steroids probably did him in.
Oh, some stuff you got to watch out for. Steroids, appetizers.
Anthony, what's he talking about?
You see the deal at whatever it is? The $25 deal, 2 entrees and appetizers. I thought, man, you could go out to lunch.
What's he
We're all
talking
good to go.
about?
Listen, Richard Simmons died before Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
That right there will tell you anything. Exercising and eating right doesn't mean a damn thing.
I heard
It's
he was
genetics.
a secret closet appetizer lover.
I know we had we got a classic photo of Hulk Hogan lifting
Richard Simmons?
Andre the Giant. Remember the one?
One time he slammed him.
Yeah, do we have that photo?
Right there.
I don't know how heavy was he? 500 pounds or something?
505 pounds.
Damn. And Hulk Hogan was able to pick him up and slam him on his back.
And that must have hurt like hell coming down
Must have hurt like hell picking him up.
and slamming him on his freaking 500 pounds coming down. Even if it's 3 feet in the air, that's going to hurt.
I know. Well, hey, I'm going to miss Hulk Hogan because, he was also, I know we got other pictures here, but there was one shot in there where he was just recently spoke at the RNC for, supporting Trump.
Right.
And so he's a big MAGA supporter. President Trump came out and said, was a huge MAGA supporter and stuff like that. And I used to watch, I admit my age, but I used to watch when I was a kid. I used to watch these wrestling matches. I remember watching at my grandmother's house. All the old wrestlers, when Hulk Hogan came out, I was actually already watching wrestling with some of the older guys.
Iron Sheik.
The Sheik, right.
Yeah, those two.
Oh, you guys are young.
Rowdy Roddy
Remember all the
Piper.
black and white things. George Steele and all those old
Oh,
guys.
George Animal was still with them.
And what's it called? Yeah.
What about Chief J?
Chief J Strongbow.
Yeah. Chief J, Strongbow.
My grandfather was a big fan of that.
Yeah. And then as it got
Ted DiBiase and all them.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
The Ultimate Warrior
Yeah.
who died.
Ultimate Warrior. How'd he die?
I don't know. He died.
He was my favorite. He was just
You just looked at that dude and knew he wasn't going to last.
no, he was just
That
looked
dude
like
was crazy.
I know. He was
Used to
always
shake the ropes. I'm like, yeah, he's got about 10 years left and he's going to be gone.
Shaking the ropes.
He died young.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Hulk Hogan went after a while he went to the dark side.
NWO.
When he became Hollywood Hogan.
New World Order.
Danny, what do you call that term? There was actually a series on it. When you become the bad guy, you become a heel, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. Obviously with wrestling, you have the stars, you have the good guys and the bad guys. And Hulk Hogan, I think at a certain point, he became one of the heels, which was the bad guy. And when it became Hollywood Hogan, remember he would dye his beard
black.
Yeah.
You had to have those guys, right?
Yeah.
That was part of
Do
the
we have
shtick.
any photos of Hulk Hogan? I don't know if you've been showing him while we've been
With a
talking.
black
or not.
beard?
I don't.
Okay.
I guess we don't. Oh, he's having an issue in the
There he
control
is.
room. That's all right. Yeah, that's when he was supporting Trump. He came out and he did a speech and then he ripped his shirt off and underneath his
big
shirt
he
was that
is.
Trump.
And
Yeah,
he's like-
for that age, 70 years old. Damn.
Look at him. Huge.
That was probably younger. How old was he there?
That was
40,
way
50?
back in the day.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be. There's the classic. There's the classic shot.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of sad to watch these guys go. You know, part of
I agree.
our childhood.
Yep.
I didn't think Ric Flair would outlast him, but he did.
Oh, yeah. That stuff was so fun. We knew it was fake. We knew it was.
They were all
but-
super best friends. I mean, him and Ric Flair were close friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just all gimmick.
Well, there was, like I said, there was a series called Heels, I think it was called, and it was about a family of wrestlers, and you might want to check that out. It was a good series. But let me get to a sponsor real quick. You want to know who's fighting for your gun rights? Well, Gun Owners of America. GOA is the No Compromise Gun Rights Group, so I urge you to become a member at gunowners.org. So what have they done? Well, GOA secured a preliminary injunction against the ATF pistol brace rule. GOA members submitted a record 85,000 plus comments opposing the ATF's universal registration check rule. They helped enact permitless carry in Nebraska and Florida. GOA secured victories in California, Illinois, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Plus, they won 2 legal victories against the ATF zero-tolerance policy. And GOA fought to overturn Joe Biden's ban on funding hunter education, shooting sports, and archery in schools. So with all the constant attacks on our Second Amendment, and we often ask ourselves, well, what can I do about it? Well, this is what you can do. You can become a member at gunowners.org and help us save the Second Amendment. So, yeah, so it's a sad day, sad couple weeks here after some of our heroes go. What are you going to do, though? Everybody...
At least Ozzy made it through that last show.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, we can get to Ozzy here too. Let's see here. So Ozzy, I know everyone's already talked about this a lot, but I think it's worth talking about. Died at 76, and this is an article by New York Post. He's with his family and surrounded by love. They said we ask everyone to respect the privacy at this time. News of Osbourne's death comes more than 5 years after he announced Parkinson's diagnosis. Now I know he also had like a major back surgery too. But man, Black Sabbath. I think I was 10 or 12 years old and I got the Ozzy Speak of the Devil cassette. Played that thing to death. I don't know. What do you guys? Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne memories.
Yeah, it was part of the whole culture, I mean, that was the beginning. They were like right at the beginning of rock, really, as far as bands like that go, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I was at a show the other day outside, and they were playing Ozzy songs, and they were playing War Pigs, and I was amazed at how good it sounded. I mean, compared to all the other stuff that they had a DJ playing songs that was just a bunch of nonsense, in my opinion. And then they put War Pigs on, and I'm like, wow, it was just like so clear, and it was interesting.
Well, because it's so basic. That music was so basic. Tony Iommi played basically 3 chords,
and everything stuck right out and grabbed you. You know what I mean? That's that's how it used to be.
And they were
What we got.
Well, they were innovators too, because they, the way I look at it, in the late 60s, early 70s, you kind of had 2 blueprints of rock and roll. You had the Black Sabbath blueprint, and you had the Zeppelin blueprint.
What about the Kiss blueprint?
Kiss came well, Kiss came out in 73, so they had already been influenced by bands like, Sabbath and Humble Pie. I know Paul Stanley was a huge Humble Pie fan. So, but I always looked at it like you had the dark side of, I don't know, maybe just in my own mind, but that you had the kind of the dark side of metal, and then you had the brighter side. But not that Zeppelin was really bright, but it was different. Van Halen kind of followed them. You had bands follow, but you could clearly see the distinction between bands that followed Sabbath and bands that kind of followed Zeppelin. What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
I agree. I mean, all the rock bands, especially the British bands and stuff, grew up on that stuff. You know, that was their first influences, I'm assuming. I mean, Judas Priest and
Metallica,
and all those bands.
All the 80s bands? Iron Maiden?
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Megadeth.
Metallica. And
Motley Crue.
Well, then you got into the hair band stuff, and you got into Skid Row, and you got into some of the White Snake and some of the more considered hair band bands. But some of my favorite bands were in that era. Mr. Big, one of my favorites.
I agree.
And it all stemmed from Sabbath, Zeppelin.
Well, back in the day when it was normal for like band members to be publicly all messed up half the time, you know what I mean? I mean, they used to wreck hotel rooms and do crazy stuff, you know, all the bad boy stuff of rock and roll back in the day.
I think Keith Richards was the one who threw TVs out the window, the hotel window.
A lot of guys did. I mean, who else? Well, I thought Zeppelin did that too, through TV.
Well, there's a story about Ace Frehley gluing all the furniture in the hotel room to the ceiling. Super gluing.
Nothing better to do.
Imagine walking in and everything's glued to the ceiling.
I have a ceiling story, but I won't tell you. It was disgusting.
Well, then let's not.
Stuffing stuff up into the ceiling of a hotel.
What?
Bad. To the drop ceiling. Bad.
See, he starts the story and nobody knows what he's talking about. And
I know, it was disgusting, so I won't tell you. It was massive scumbaggery back in the day.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, we won't talk about that. Good. It sounds pretty gross. Yep. What do we have on photos for Ozzy? I know we got some stuff.
Little boy.
That was, that shot right there. When I saw the chair, I was like, well, this is kind of cool. I mean, they did a really strange way of doing this with him sitting down, but it looked actually kind of cool. Go ahead.
Prince of Darkness. They could have put Biden's face on that thing, him in the chair.
From that Red interview? Yeah, or that Red, or whatever. There's a classic shot right there. That's classic Ozzy. Yep. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's just so sad to watch him go, because you could see him deteriorating in the end, and but boy, we're gonna remember these guys. Yeah. Anyway,
yep.
Best wishes to Ozzy's family and all the fans.
Who else died? Connie Francis died.
Who else? The guy Theo from the Cosby Show.
Drowned, right?
Drowned, yeah.
Riptide got him.
Damn. Riptide almost got me when I was 4.
Mangione.
Bad feeling. Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Mangione.
Player, yeah.
So, yep.
This is that time where everybody's going to start.
Well,
right.
See, exactly.
If you're going near the water, I mean, it makes sense to be adept at multiple swimming techniques.
Well, when Riptide, you're supposed to lay on your back and go with it. You can't swim against it.
Right.
You're not going to win. Yeah, roll. You got to lay on your
Somebody
back.
pick me up.
Otherwise, but if you lay flat on your back and just go with it, you'll eventually walk out.
Eventually come around, yeah.
Well, don't fight a riptide because
what exactly is a riptide?
It's just a ripple in the water where it just goes diagonal. But once you get caught in it.
Is it on the top of the water, or is it a current underneath?
It's a current underneath. It's like the Hudson River has one.
That's why you don't want to swim in the Hudson.
So it sucks you down under?
Pulls you down. But if you try to fight it, it's just worse. It's like quicksand.
Yeah.
You're done.
Remember when we were kids, all the shows with quicksand?
Stupid.
I thought quicksand was going to be
thought it was a thing.
Thought it was an actual. I was always scared of.
They should have a quicksand display at Disney or something. You know what I mean? Where you go and get the stand in the quicksand and sink down in, and they pull you up at the last minute.
But you always saw these
Unless
shows.
you're liberal.
You always saw the shows of the person slowly.
Oh, yeah, their hand
then all of
goes
a sudden,
away.
all you see is their hand.
You step in the mud, you're like, oh man, my foot's stuck. Going in.
Is it quicksand? I'm going in.
So do we see also they're making Spinal Tap 2?
Yes, I did see, but they're all same guys. They're old. Yeah.
Funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen any previews or anything.
It is a Rob Reiner movie, but I think I might.
Well, didn't their keyboard player just die?
Oh, did he? I don't know. Who was the keyboard player?
I don't know.
I'm out of the loop on a lot of that stuff.
I know their keyboard player passed away last week. Not that anybody would know, because unless you're a Spinal Tap fan, you wouldn't know.
Let me get to one of our sponsors here real quick. The Cali Key. Now, this device, the Cali Key, removes your AR from the definition of an assault weapon. So did you know that when so-called assault weapon ban lists are created, they exclude manually operated bolt-action firearms? So just by dropping the Cali Key into your direct impingement AR and in place of your semi-automatic BCG, you'll have a bolt-action rifle that falls outside the definition of so-called assault weapon. So you don't need to do anything else. So give the Cali Key a look, because with it, you could retain all your rifle's features, avoid registration complications, revive your black rifle sales if you're an FFL, regain the ability to do private party transfers, legally transport across hostile jurisdictions, hunt with your AR in areas like Pennsylvania, enhance long-range precision and quiet or suppressed shooting. So Cali Key has state-specific expert attorney opinions on its website and supports grassroots Second Amendment organizations with its sales. Cali Key's mission is to empower customers and claw back our civil liberties. So go to CaliKey.com and use the discount code LOADED. CaliKey.com, discount code LOADED. So, yeah. So, anyway, before we got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Obama, Trump's attack on Obama. Is that going to go anywhere? We got a ton of stuff to talk about right after the break. But anything else on Ozzy, Hulk Hogan?
It's too bad. Let's go buy some albums.
Yeah.
Oh, everything is going to go up in price right now.
I know. That's what I mean.
If you got albums, people are probably buying for a lot.
Boy, I brought up a somber.
One of his
you
Funko
guys.
Pops. You ever see those things?
What is it?
The Funko Pop.
What is
Those
it?
little figurines.
Oh, with the wobbly head?
No, they're just in a box.
Oh, okay.
But they had one come out in like 2010 of him with his rose-colored glasses.
Oh, yeah.
$3,500.
What?
Do you have one?
No,
Are they that rare?
it is a rare one, but
Wow.
yeah,
Holy cow.
it's crazy.
Jeez.
You know, he was charged with attempted murder.
Ozzy was?
Yeah,
When?
tried to kill Sharon.
Oh, I do remember
Remember that?
Yeah.
He doesn't remember. He almost
Yes,
strangled her to death.
I remember that.
I saw an interview with her. She came down and she said, he came downstairs and he goes, "We've made a decision." And he was in his underwear only. And she's like, what decision is that? He goes, that you have to go. And he starts strangling her. He doesn't remember it.
I remember hearing about. Oh, and speaking of other funny,
But he was so crazy.
he was.
I don't know how he made it to 76.
Yeah, he was.
I
freaking
don't know
nuts.
how, but
was nuts.
everything he did was funny as hell.
Well, here's something very funny. It's an interview with, I think it was Conan O'Brien. Do we have that clip? Watch this.
And he's a terrible navigator. I'm on my phone.
Wait a minute, you would let him navigate?
I would like him to.
Yeah, are you a good navigator, Ozzy?
I'm dyslexic, so I can't read them.
You're dyslexic, so you can't read a map.
Yeah, terrible.
What about these days? You have all these apps.
I'm useless.
That's why I'm on my
Oh, you don't use apps. You don't use
I
Waze.
do, I try, but I end up sending the wrong message to the wrong person.
No. These apps, you're not sending anyone a message.
No.
No, there's a person. The voice just says, "Take a right, take a left." After you put in the
I
address.
can't work a bloody digital watch. I'm on
He once like accidentally sent like Robert Plant a text message being like, "I can't find the cat."
I love Robert Plant in concert singing a Led Zeppelin tune, getting a text from Ozzy. Buy more milk.
He said it back going, you can't find the cat.
You can't find the
He's so crazy.
What the heck?
That was funny. We're going to miss him. All right. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with Trump and Obama. A lot more stuff coming up, so stick around. We'll be right back.
The Cali Key removes your AR from the definition of an assault weapon. It lets you keep your rifle with all its features, avoid registration hassles, and transport in hostile jurisdictions. The Cali Key also lets you hunt in jurisdictions like Pennsylvania and enhances long-range precision shooting. Cali Key's expert legal opinions empower informed decisions, and sales help grassroots Second Amendment organizations. Cali Key is your tool to keep and equip your AR, empower yourself, and defend your civil rights.
Our founding fathers saw them coming over 200 years away. That's why they wrote the Second Amendment. Join us in the fight to preserve your gun rights and stop unconstitutional gun control. Gun Owners of America is the country's only no-compromise gun rights organization. Not only do we inform and educate, but we bring the fight to court and win. Your God-given right to keep and bear arms is our top priority. Become a member today and help us take back America. Join us at gunowners.org. All right, so we're back, and we kind of went off topic. So go ahead. What were you talking about? What were we talking about? Macron's wife?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And how
Brigitte.
is that her name? Brigitte? Candace Owens came out and said that she's a man, right? She does look kind of strange, I got to say.
well, then maybe she should step up and show us the goods.
I don't know. Same with Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And this Brittany Griner. So, okay, so there she is, she or he, whatever. And I think what
I
the,
don't know. It looks
Saw
like a
women
woman.
look just like that in Saratoga last night.
it's, can you put it back up? I think it's the wig that throws people off and makes her look like a tranny.
Yeah, I think it's a Planet of the Apes shaved down.
She's got, I mean, her face could pass as a woman, right?
Yeah, I think she looks like a woman.
I really don't.
Apollo, what do you think? Man or woman?
I don't know. Apollo's in the studio today. Yeah, I don't know.
She's gonna have to show us.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'll tell you, Brittany Garner, that's ridiculous. I don't know why we're still pretending that Brittany Garner's
You said the word ridiculous.
ridiculous. And then, of course, you got the accusations that Michelle Obama's a dude.
Oh, they definitely swinging trowel there.
Well, what was her name? Even said it. I can't think of it. Joan Rivers. She said it years ago.
I don't know.
I don't know. But there's been plenty of instances where you could legitimately believe that Michelle Obama was, because you've seen pictures of her, Barack Obama, with someone who looks very much like her, with, those pictures. Maybe we'll put that up in post or something. But I don't know. I'm not making any accusations because I don't know. But I'm pretty convinced that Brittany Garner is a guy. That was pretty clear to me on several things. So, okay, so maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist. I don't know. But this woman or man,
Yeah, we don't know.
we don't know.
I think we should go around and ask them. Show us.
Got to prove things like that somehow. You know what I mean? That's the hard part. You can make
Because if you don't
accusations,
prove it,
you can't
then you're
it.
proving us right.
Yeah. So you
I mean,
think?
listen, if I'm,
Well, I don't
Brittany
know.
Griner,
So you think people should be going around exposing themselves?
Let's
Then
think
just
of some things we could accuse Anthony of and have him prove that we're not right about it.
what is it, appetizers?
I wasn't even going to go there. See where your mind's at.
Food.
it's always about food. We're always talking about food. Speaking of the Obamas,
The little bummers.
They're going after him.
newly classified documents reveal Barack Obama helped manufacture and politicize intelligence to create the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. We've been talking about this now for weeks. Tulsi Gabbard declassified the presidential briefing revealing Barack Obama knew the Trump-Russia collusion narrative was a hoax. CIA Director John Radcliffe announced that a new CIA report revealed former FBI Director James Comey, CIA Director John Brennan, and DNI James Clapper worked together to purposely corrupt the Trump Russia investigation in 2016 before Trump entered office. The 3 corrupt Obama officials even included the Steele dossier in their quest to screw Trump, knowing at the time that the Steele dossier was complete rubbish. It was revealed that Barack Obama knew it was a hoax, and he was involved in manufacturing and politicizing the intelligence to create the Trump-Russia collusion canard. The IC, here's a quote, the IC is prepared to produce and assessment per the president's request, the report read. Okay, so now there's a lot. This is from the Clinton Foundation timeline.com. Okay, so does he have presidential immunity? That's the talk.
Some say yes.
For treason? Oh.
Well, they just passed the new stuff, right, that said that the president's got immunity from anything relating to his executing his duties within his office or whatever the wording is. So if you're looking at it that way, it could be.
But duties and crimes are different.
Well, I don't disagree.
It's one thing if you're doing something, your job, and you screw up a little bit, but this guy made something.
If he really fabricated
something to stop someone from becoming president.
If he really fabricated it and they can prove it, man, how are you supposed to let him off the hook?
Oh, they always get off the hook. We know this.
But you know what's going to probably happen?
Clapper got off the hook. He lied to Congress and nothing happened to him.
Exactly.
I'll bet you other people involved will take the rap, and Obama will walk away scot-free.
Oh,
Big Mike riding off into the sunset.
Kill him like they did their chef.
Seems like a lot of people die when they're attached to that organization. Hillary's organization.
Hillary?
It just seems that way, I mean,
she's like the #1 silent assassin in the world.
I know.
Anyone that's ever opened their mouth to her either got hit by a car, shot on the street by some random dude at 4 in the morning.
How many people have like 156 friends who've committed suicide?
Exactly.
Vince Foster.
Did he say that?
Well, he'd say he's dead. They found him in the park, leaning against a tree or something. No blood. How did that work?
Remember the guy that was jogging?
Yeah.
Someone randomly came up and robbed him and shot and killed him.
Well, didn't one of those situations, didn't he strangle himself and shoot himself in the head?
Yeah.
With a shotgun or something? The back of the head.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd like to see that.
We need to make a montage of that.
It's just unbelievable, the corruption that we know happened with the Clintons and the Obamas and the Bidens.
Oh, Biden.
And it's somehow, we have to sit here and just watch and accept it. I don't know, man. It's
such a double standard. Now, people are complaining about the whole Colbert thing. Like, it's Trump's bummed out because Colbert was doing this. Somebody posted on Instagram today, like, this president can't take any criticism or anything else. I said, he was impeached twice. Yeah. He's been lawfared to death for years and
shot
years. At. Like, what are you talking about? It's just it's a really strange kind of tunnel vision that nothing that actually happened matters. Just what, it's like the Fine People hoax. Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, no, it's not true.
Yeah, they take the ones. That's unbelievable. The Fine People hoax is unbelievable. They took one sentence and they never showed you the rest of the sentence, what he said after that. And they just played that to death, and they built a narrative off it, and they ran with it, and they wrote articles about it.
Because of that stuff. It's just crazy. It's just people are, I don't know. I lose faith in people's basic intelligence lately. It's just like, are you trying to be stupid, or are you just so shallow and so lazy that you don't want to look into anything and find out what mostly because, we listen to different kinds of things and hear things that people say. The whole I saw a thing on Instagram today about some person saying, well, I used to be a Republican, but I got out of the MAGA cult and went here. I go, do you even know what a cult is, first of all? I said, if you watch any right-wing media, everybody's disagreeing with Trump every day on all kinds of things. There's no cult going on.
The problem with that stuff that you see, I used to be a Republican and then I left or whatever, that's Democrats doing that stuff. Trying to pretend that there are Republicans out there leaving the party. Mm-hmm. It's not happening. It's Democrats. It's just like when It's just like the racial hoaxes, the Jussie Smollett hoax. They don't have the actual people who are leaving the Republican Party because of Trump, so they make it up. Just like the race hoax, they didn't have any racial. They didn't have anything they could point their finger to. So this Jussie Smollett idiot goes out there in the South Side, wherever he was in Chicago, and says, in the middle of the night, freezing cold, that these two, it's so stupid. I can't even, these two MAGA supporters with MAGA hats in Chicago put a noose around his neck. Who in their right mind believes this stuff? But they do it because they don't actually have the incidents to point to, so they have to create these incidents.
They don't have anything. I was thinking driving up here today that, if you want to, if people are saying, oh, there's so much turmoil going on in the world and this and that, and people are all upset over Trump because of his tariff negotiations, even though the deals are dropping by the day, right? All these countries are getting on board. And I'm thinking, you really want to clear your head, go back pre-election and pick any random Kamala speech and watch it. And you're like, what the heck would we be in for if she ever got elected president?
Oh.
And now they're thinking about running AOC in 2028. People are going, oh, yeah, she's the new. Like, oh, my God.
She'll never get elected.
I hope
she's going to get sued so badly.
Kamala?
No.
Oh,
AOC.
Oh, AOC.
She's going to get sued so bad from calling Trump a racist on national TV. She might not. I mean, hopefully Soros can cover that bill for her.
Poor AOC.
Just like the
They're talking about her
crew.
raising $15 million. I'm like, that's nothing for campaign. What are you talking about?
They're like a bunch of mentally incapacitated people. I like Kamala Harris. How can you take anything that she says seriously?
Where's she been? Have you heard anything from her?
No.
In months and months and months?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
She
Because
can run for governor of California. What's she going to do?
she doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know.
She gets on TV and it's like watching. I don't even know. I mean,
It's like somebody had a stroke or something when they're talking.
I don't care what anyone says. That woman did not earn a law degree. There's no way. You cannot be that stupid and pass the bar exam. There's no way.
Well, didn't she do a little?
Oh yeah,
Oh, scumbaggery along
a little knee pad action.
She did a little knee
Because
pad
there's
action.
no way she got a law degree, but it wasn't through the system. It was printed out on a printer.
It was. She got that for some special favors.
What do they give rock stars? Like the honorary degree?
yeah,
That's what
right.
that is. Yeah, honorary on her knees.
Nice.
There's no way that woman got a law degree. I don't believe it.
She probably went to the same.
Unless she started taking a bar at 25 and she just kept taking it until she passed.
Take it till you pass. That's the good thing about the bar. Just keep taking it.
She probably went to the same school as Monica Lewinsky.
Yep. Knee pad
Knee pad
college.
you.
Wow.
Knee pad you.
Deep Throat University.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, we might have to take that one.
It's just two regular words. We didn't swear.
Oh boy. There's another topic that we gotta get to. This Mondami guy, right? Mondami.
Who's losing to the Guardian Angel right now?
Is he really? Oh, good. Well, where do I start here with this? Because I want to make sure that people understand what is going on here in Kansas City. So, we'll bring it back to Mondami because he supports this. But Kansas City, Missouri, on Thursday this was a week or two ago. It announced that the Kansas City Area Transportation Authority will be laying off bus drivers and reducing bus routes. The KCATA Board of Commissioners met Wednesday, and the Transit Authority announced that the current level of proposed funding provided by the City Council is not enough to maintain current levels of bus service. Now, I'm going to go to this other article. Recently, failed democratic socialism in action amid rampant debate over the campus riot candidate advancing in New York City. So it says here, Kansas City, this is Mondami, I think this is a quote by Mamdani. Yeah, Zohran Mamdani. Kansas City was the first major metro in the U.S. to fully support free fares, bus fares, in 2019. Due to the budget shortfalls, Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas and the City Council approved re-implementing $2 fares to avoid major service cuts and driver layoffs. While the city already funded free buses for the next 6 months, after this period, the City Council will either rescind its plan or move forward with cutting services and bringing back fares. Story is they did this no fare bus thing. It completely failed because what happened was a whole bunch more people, like they got like double the business because it was free. So the buses were overloaded. They had to hire more people. They had to get more buses. They had to create this whole thing. And also they could give free buses, free bus rides to everybody. And this is in Kansas City, and the population, now Mamdani wants to do the same thing. So it fails in Kansas City, which is a population of about 516,000 people. That's not a lot.
To 11 million.
8.4 million in New York. City. And he wants to do this in New York City, and the Democrat voters are willing to let him do this.
Ugh, it'll fail.
You know what the taxpayer...
Have you ever seen a New York City bus? They're garbage.
Yeah, well, not only that, but how do you pay for that stuff? Just think about fuel and maintenance.
It's ridiculous.
Fuel and maintenance on those buses alone will be millions of dollars.
The repairs from all the overweight, it's going to be crazy. They're running constantly. It's never going to work.
And if it's free,
nothing.
Especially in New York City with the nasty subways and the danger on the subways, everyone's going to be going to the buses. It would be a complete disaster. But this Zohran idiot is saying that he wants to do this, along with government-run grocery stores.
Yeah, because that always worked.
I just saw a thing on a government-run grocery store in some city today, and the shelves were all empty. There was nothing there. They had nothing. It totally fell flat on its face.
Exactly.
So Zohran Mamdani wants to make New York City buses free as mayor. In a race that's shaping up to be about who can make New York City most affordable, free buses are an appealing, if expensive, proposal. In a crowded Democratic primary field looking to replace New York City Mayor Eric Adams, Assembly member Zohran Mamdani is making a populist pitch that could earn him a shot at the title of bus mayor. This is from cityandstatenewyork.com. There are snags. It would be an additional expense, possibly more than $700 million, for an already cash-strapped Metropolitan Transportation Authority. The mayor of New York City also doesn't have direct control over the MTA, which is a state agency. Mamdani has not yet put forth a specific proposal on where the funding would come from, but has said that the city would have a role in paying for it, which means the residents are going to be paying for it, and has pointed to unpaid landlord fines as one potential source of revenue. Give me a break. He's going to take unpaid landlord fines.
Well, then he said he wants to take over all the housing in New York and get rid of the landlords and make it public housing. Dude, give that 6 months. It'll be done.
My God.
We talked about this before, but just being a property owner, a landlord myself, I understand one thing, and we talked about this. We talked about that profit margin. You have income from your rents, and you have expenses. Your income must be higher than your expenses. It's just common sense, or you can't do it. Landlords and property owners need to make a profit, and there's a certain percentage of profit, depending on your business structure and all those things, that a certain percentage of profit that you need. What they want to do is they want to cap the rents, so cap the income, but they're not going to cap the expenses. The expenses are going to come up, they're going to hit.
Then they're going to sell, and the city's going to buy it.
And they're going to probably go, and so the owners will probably take a loss for a short time. But you're right. They're going to say
be forced to sell.
They'll be forced to sell, right?
Yep,
so
that's what he wants to do.
Then what happens? Go ahead.
And it's just going to crash.
And then
anything the government puts their hands in is going to crash, because they're going to give you rent. I mean, rent in the city is already astronomical for a one bedroom. Some of $34,000 a month. for a 500 square foot apartment. Hey, what morons paying that?
They are. That's a crazy.
And what are
thing.
you working to pay that?
Yeah.
But then he wants to give you $500 rent. Not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
You know what they did during COVID? New York State put a freeze on evictions, and the courts.
One of your favorite things.
Yeah, the courts just wouldn't do evictions. So and then they told tenants that they didn't have to pay their rent. It was so infuriating, and I'm just thinking about it. I want to start smashing stuff. It was so infuriating because what New York State did was told the property owners, no, you're gonna house these people for free until we say so. And the courts you can't evict them for not paying because the courts won't take the cases. So we went through this, lost tens of thousands of dollars in rents. And because we couldn't get these people out. I literally had tenants telling us to go F yourself.
Founder.
And that's profits you can't make back, really.
No.
That takes 10, 20 years. I mean, because if you lost a year's worth of rent on 20 buildings, that's something you can never recoup.
We had one tenant basically say, no, we're not paying the rent. So just understand that. We're not paying it. And also understand you can do nothing about it. And you can't even take us to court. And they laughed in our faces. And we had to let them live in our apartments. It was awful. And this is what happens when you elect Democrats.
Yep. Just take over your crap. It's not theirs. But hey, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do with your house. Just like when you build a new home. She doesn't want you to have any natural gas, all electric. Who the hell wants to build a house and have anything electric? Electric is expensive as hell.
Well, then you can get incentives for solar, though, and put them on your roof.
Yeah, because solar's going to keep your microwave going.
The solution is get the damn Democrats out of office.
Well, I hope Elise can beat her, but I don't know.
Elise Stefanik, yeah, she's
There's got to be some cheating going on, pretty bad.
they're gonna, the Democrats are gonna cheat in New York.
Oh yeah,
and California. They're gonna, because I think even a lot of Democrat voters will cross over and want to vote for reasonable people. And I think Elise Stefanik would be a great governor. I happen to know, I've talked to her a few times.
New York City out. Maybe we can get New York just to break off and become a district.
It's the craziest thing, but I almost want to see the Democrats who vote for Mandami. I almost want to see them live that experience
they're
and
suffer
it. I almost want to see it in some almost.
Tourism will stop. That's their bread and butter. Tourism. That's where they make all their money.
Well, in some spiteful way, I kind of want to see them experience it once and for all, so they can finally get it out of their system and realize that they're idiots for voting for that sort of thing.
4 years of him would be devastating for the city.
It would be. But all the landlords would have to get rid of their. I mean, it's not fair to anybody who's trying to do anything normally. That happens all the time. Though, whenever you want to give people free or cheap stuff, it's just it can't continue for any period of time.
Especially for 8.5 million people.
Let's go there.
No.
It's absolutely crazy. It is. It's crazy, and I can't believe that they
I don't know how
even entertain it. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen in New York. What's going to happen in California if we let this stuff continue on? Let me get to one of our sponsors real quick. LifeWave. LifeWave is a non-transdermal patch that allows your body to produce its own natural pharmacy. So through light energy, the X30 patch tells your body to emit heat in the form of light, which reflects back into your body, elevating a certain copper peptide. This peptide activates your stem cells, which are the only type that can move throughout your body to heal inflammation. LifeWave offers an affordable membership and has a history of wellness that spans 20 years. It's been around since 2004 to help organizations like SEAL Team 6 and the Olympic swim team stay awake and alert. Today, these non-addictive patches are used by thousands of athletes and military professionals. LifeWave is available in over 80 countries, giving millions the opportunity of maximum wellness. So for more information, testimonials, patents, and studies, go to naturalpatchlife.com. Naturalpatchlife.com. Like I said earlier, I would almost, in some spiteful way, which I hate to be like this, but like to see the experiment of communism in one condensed area, like New York City. And wasn't that Chaz? What?
Yeah, they tried that.
They tried that.
They took over sections.
Talking
of the
about
city.
in Seattle. Danny's talking about Chaz, right? Was that? Yeah. It was, exactly.
It was a mess.
That lasted, what, a month?
Yep.
And people were getting stabbed and
People couldn't leave their apartments.
couldn't
and
leave
stuff.
their apartments.
The unfortunate thing is I do have some friends in New York City, good people. There are, believe it or not, some conservatives living in New York City. And they're in there fighting the battle. And we need Curtis Sliwa in New York City. They need it desperately. They need a Republican like Curtis Sliwa.
He's a New Yorker his whole life.
Yep, through and through, New Yorker.
That's
he
the
was,
guy.
Well, he headed up the Guardian Angels, right? He was all
in the
about
80s, 70s, and 80s.
He was all about keeping New York safe from his.
If any New Yorkers listen here, don't be dumb.
Right.
Do not vote for the guy who doesn't even belong going. I don't think anyone who is not born here should be running for office. Because they don't have our values. They don't follow our Constitution. He couldn't even tell you what our Constitution is.
Yeah, was he even born in America? He was born outside of America, or was
Ethiopia.
Cool.
Africa, somewhere.
Isn't it
Grew up
amazing?
poor.
Isn't it amazing how Democrats want to bring in completely different cultures and people into our country to kind of change it? It's fascinating to watch what their strategies are in trying to change it.
Well, it's like the whole reason they want to come here is because that's what it is, and then they come here and they want to change it. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's like the Muslims thinking they're going to run Sharia law here. Yeah, good luck.
I know.
There's a lot of them talking about how they're going to move Christianity out of here and they're going to be people are savages. Are you kidding me? Savage. You ran from the savagery of your country to come here. Then you want to bring that savagery here? I can tell you one thing. Us Americans aren't going to let you do it.
Yeah. I think there is a certain point.
And you're going to FAFO, and it's not going to be good.
There will be a certain point where real Americans will step up and bring.
What's that scumbag town that has the Muslims running? They have their own city.
Yeah.
Was that Missouri? Where do they have their own?
Paris, I know, in France.
They have their own town here somewhere in our country.
Yeah.
They have their own. Where it's all they're running Sharia law there.
We should go there.
Why can't I think of it? Sharia
It's not my law.
It's Sharia law.
If I was in charge,
I think it's Missouri.
Yeah, I'm finding it right now.
Or is it Minnesota?
Dearborn, Michigan. Yeah.
There you go. They have their own city there,
Yeah.
and they run their own laws.
Yeah.
we should go there on a road trip and do a podcast out there.
They'd probably kill you. And you wouldn't know.
Waving our American flag in Dearborn, Michigan.
With our MAGA
All right,
hats.
we got to go. We're out of time. I hear the music. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks, guys. And thanks for watching us on YouTube and Rumble and all our podcast platforms. My name is Dan Wass, and the Second Amendment is not a privilege. It's your right.